Hey boys and girls at Raiders Inc. It is your GM, Loreth, talking to you once again. It's been a little while since our last chat like this. Real life and all that crap got in the way, hey? But I'm here now. Let's talk about the guild a little bit, shall we? First of all, actual promotions. As many of you will have noticed lately, the guild leadership has crumbled somewhat. Nat's on a semi-permanent hiatus at the moment, I guess. She's just not around. And Voss, I think some people may have noticed, he's demoted himself down to social. So I need new council members. I need new people willing and able to help run the guild. And I've found some. Believe it or not, I found some. First up is Vanatek. I think so far everybody is quite impressed with Vanatek. Guy knows his stuff. He's smart. He's got a filter on his mouth that doesn't necessarily say everything that comes out of his brain. He's quite a clever little chap. He's really nice. He's made quite an impact already to a lot of people in the guild. I can't actually remember when he wasn't part of the guild, to be honest. It's kind of weird like that. I think he makes a very natural and very decent replacement for some of our lost council members lately, so that's good. Now, just to not have a council of entire hunters... Wait a minute. I'm promoting another hunter. I think Hunter's her main. I'm going to promote Kesh to council. Kesh has been an adjutant for a while. She's also friends with a lot of people in the guild. She has a chat with you all, gets to know you all. And in her role of an adjutant, she's done quite a lot of work. Just quick, touchy feelings. I'm not slighting any of the other adjutants at all. I think when they all do a task, they all do very well at it. But Kesh has what's called, and I'm using quotation marks here, free time. She doesn't have much, but what she's got, she's willing to donate to the guild. It's not downside on anybody. You've got your own lives to use, that's fine, and do with as you please. And if you want to help the guild still, perfect. But Kesh has got a little bit more time and has devoted quite a bit of it to the guild. A little bit of reward and recognition, hey? And commiserations, I suppose, to being promoted to council. So, this gives me now a council I've just realised of pure hunters. I'm sure John's going to end up writing something about the quality of people that play hunter and why they're such good leaders. It also puts another guy in the council, so I've got somebody to hold my hand now against all the handbags swinging at me, which I'm going to find personally quite comforting. So that's your new council at the moment. Well, I say myself, I'm the GM. Serenity, Nat still is technically a council member until she tells me otherwise. I'm happy to give her a break for a bit while she settles into a new life of school and the drama she went through. And then we've also got Vanatek and Kesh, which is nice. More promotions. More promotions. Raid leaders, it's about time I sorted you guys out. So that's what I'm going to do. We've now found a bunch of people to be raid leaders in the guild, which is great. In the progress team, I'm sure you guys already know, you've got Meldor and Epico now. As of after this video goes up, it will be pretty in pink, and Meldor's name will be in flashy pink letters again. He likes that. Epico's will be as well, which might take me a little bit of time to get used to. But congratulations to them both. I hear they're doing a capital job in the team. Oh, dear me. So that is good. Now, I had a vision of a raid leading team, a team of people across both the teams who can we've got their own raid leader forum, they can just get together and have a good natter and work out what's best and create some good conversation about tactics going on there. So I'm going to be promoting some people now, finally, for the casual team to be raid leaders. Our very first and obvious name is Krygeth, who did really well last night. Well done, mate. You got us through Heroic Twins. Nice and steady, calming voice. Microphone, bit cackly, but it's okay. We can still hear you clearly. I'm also going to be promoting Still back to a raid leader again. Yes! Yep, the drunk raid leader is back. For those that don't know, Still was a raid leader for the beginning of the guild back when we were just a reroll with myself and Fran. He was one of the 3 raid leaders back then. Generally, we've always had 3 raid leaders for like each team. It's just, or for the team back then. It's just the way it's been. It's just been a long time now with just Xanthi doing it. So Still's getting a promotion back up to raid leader and will be helping the casual team out. And I've also been very impressed with a chap by the name of Brown Genie. He's got some smarts, he's got some know-how. He has a wonderful voice on TeamSpeak. It's sexier than my own, I think. Might not be, but it probably is. I've been very impressed with him since the Ice Cream and Vanitic have left. He's stepped up and done more on the voicing as well. So that's cool. We've finally nailed it. We've got a raid leading team. I'm waiting to see which one goes to the progress team first. I know one of them will. But for now, we've got the team sorted there. So there's a whole bunch of promotions. That's 5, 6, 7 promotions. It leaves me a bit short on the adjutant. So if anybody's interested in helping out as far as being an adjutant is concerned in the guild, do let me know. Yeah, I need a little bit of extra work muscle in there. Because we have an event coming up. It was originally for last Tuesday, but I changed the date when I found out Blackrock Foundry was being released on, what is it, the 4th of Feb? Let me check the calendar. Yep, 4th. I decided to push the event back to the 3rd of Feb for like a end of Highmore, beginning of Blackrock release event. So you'll see that up on the calendar today at some point. Do sign up. Tuesday, normal sort of time that a raid starts and finishes. It's not going to be quite as amazingly structured as some of our other bigger events have been. There is definitely a few ideas for some games we're going to do. One of the games is going to include the level 1 race again, but with some revamped rules. I've discussed that previously in another video about the VIP racing. The route hasn't even been determined yet, so don't ask. And I have had a request to maybe do an Alliance level 1 race. Could be kind of fun. I don't know. I will send out my scouts to find some good race courses for both Horde and Alliance, and then I'll have a look around and pick the one I think is going to be the most fun. Other than that, we'll have some other mini games that we've had in the past. The old re-rollers will remember these. We've had the Tonk Wars before. Dodgeball's always been a bit of a giggle, so we'll have that. We might even crack out hide and seek again, because why not? It's funny. Just got to find a nice place to do it in, that's all. I wonder if that Blade Spire Fortress would be a good place. That place is massive. Maybe it's too big. Okay, let's go and talk about the teams again, because I missed a point. Yes, getting it wrong. They're both recruiting now. I know the progress team is recruiting. I think it's almost open now, isn't it? Anybody just after anything at the moment, just to bring yourself back up to 20-man strength. I like the fact that you're still going to do mythic raiding, even necessarily without 20. I think that's nice. And the casual team is looking for ranged DPS. Preferably I want a couple of mages, a couple of warlocks, maybe get a boomkin in there, but they steal my gear, so I'm not that convinced. It's harsh. But yeah, we've got a brilliant melee core in there, who do need to pick up their socks, because there are occasions I'm topping the DPS meters, and that's just unnatural. Goes against the laws of everything, doesn't it? But not all the time, so I'll let them off. That's recruitment for them done. We've done the upcoming event, and I do know that soon the progress team will be trialing a new ongoing thing for the guild soon. Elsie is running it out for me. He's giving it a go. And that is raiding bingo. Raiding bingo. Yes, I said it twice. It's that important. I love this idea. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm a little bit stoked. So, what happens is online somewhere there is a randomly generated bingo grid thing. And it's going to be randomly generated out of various fails and things that happen in raids. So, examples are somebody dies to Kargath's pursuit thing, where he chases after you. Or somebody falls in the tiger pit. Or not even that boss, any boss. Somebody gets instantly killed on Tectus by the rising whatever it is, spire thing. Or a melee takes the shield on Korag, you know. Somebody dies to fire on Twins. The wrong person gets charged on Twins. It doesn't even have to be mechanical fails either. We can just look at funny things that just seem to happen a lot in raids. So for example, if Akami was still in the casual raid, Akami complains about his axe. That's almost a guaranteed one, but he's not raiding anymore. The casual team will also have a bit of snicker at Loreth takes off his trousers. These things happen. Or maybe Lee yells at someone for going the wrong way with the mist on Tectus. These sort of things that happen quite frequently. Chuck them in there. If you guys can put some comments at the bottom in this thread for ideas you'd like to see as fails in raiding bingo, that would be amazing. And then what will happen is that if you want to participate in raiding bingo, you will pay a little bit of money to the G Bank, haven't decided yet, and you'll get your little bingo card, and then you'll go out for the evening raiding, and then you'll be looking to see if anybody does any of these, yeah? And you tick them off, and then the first person to get like a line or a column, horizontal, vertical, I don't know if diagonal counts, to be honest, in bingo, maybe it does, then you score prize, you win money, yeah? And then the G-Bank keeps the rest. And if nobody fails and nobody scores bingo, then the G-Bank keeps it all. And we're starting to solve our G-Bank problem, so I can start putting some money in there for some good events. People have and ahed about repairs. I'm not overly excited about trying to make repairs work for the guild anymore. You know, there's a lot of gold floating around in Warlords of Draenor. You can afford your own repair bills. But what is needed, I think, for the gold is to just have these big blowout events. So, what was it? The Mr. Pandaria end of Mr. Pandaria, we blew like 50,000 gold for prizes for everyone, because we gave everyone that turned up a gift, and then the winners of the competitions all received gifts as well, and it's just nice, isn't it? But I don't want to just ask for your money. We need to create something that makes it worthwhile for you to put money in there and get some enjoyment out of it. Just one last thing on the bingo before we go. I also will make the fails count between both teams. Yep, there are add-ons and things that report fails and stuff, so I look at trying to sort something out there, and then that gives a little bit of communication between the teams whilst they're raiding. Yeah, it doesn't have to break up the flow of things too much. You know, we can just have like maybe 1 or 2 people designated to talk to each other between the teams and be like, okay, well, these are the fails that are on the bingo cards and this one has just occurred. So they send a whisper to the other team and say, yes, this has happened. And then you guys could tick off your card. So, you know, the progress raiders, if you randomly generated with Loreth takes off his trousers, then you can still get it. It will still happen for you. If you're lucky and you behave, I will take off my trousers just for you. Alright, with all that said and done, I think that's it for now. Blackrock Foundry is coming out soon. I'm super hyped about that. That will actually put some content in the game beyond, what, 7 bosses in Heimel. And a few people have asked that with the release of Blackrock, what happens to EPGP? I don't actually know yet. I will have a chat with Lee and the other raid leaders at some point and we'll work out something fair. Some people are concerned that some people are just going to hoard their EP for the next few weeks and are thus just going to get loads of loot in Blackrock really easily, and then you get the opposite argument, which is some people are worried that they've spent all of their GP, they've got all this GP now for upgrading their gear, and because of that they're just not going to get anything in Blackrock. So I don't know. Normally it would be you just zero it all between tiers, but this is the same tier. Like, loot isn't necessarily even an upgrade between the 2 raids. It's better itemized maybe for some people. Certainly for myself as a rogue it's better itemized than what I'm getting in Heimel, but item level wise it's only a tiny increase. Normal Blackrock gear is actually weaker than heroic Heimel. I think each tier goes up by like 5 or 10 item levels or something like that. Nothing major, nothing massive. So if you're in heroic and you're doing heroic Blackrock, that's upgrades, but very small. Who knows? But some of the gear looks bloody splendid. Looks pretty nice. Anyway, thank you very much. Congratulate those that got promotions, or send them commiserations if you like. Both are applicable. Yeah, and watch out for the upcoming event. And have a good time, people. See you all soon. Bye now.